What's up, guys? It's your boy, Austin, the city, back at it again with another video. I know it's been a very, very long time, and for that, I don't apologize. I'm not sorry. I do not care. That was funny, right? I know. I've taken a bit of a hiatus, and for that, I'm not sorry. So anyway, today we are here looking at the subreddit r/NiceGirls. Now, I've come across this shit, and there's some pretty insane stuff on there that I think we should totally go over, and I think it's very easy content to get back into after not making a video in a long time. Shit, there's probably some of you that have gotten married in the points since my last video, you know? So it's been a minute, so let's just jump into it. So I'll start off with a pretty good example of what a nice girl would imply. So let's take a look at it. Hey, you probably didn't really notice me, but I was in your physics class and I thought you were really cute and got your number from your friend. Oh, hi. Who'd you get my number from? Justin. I was wondering if you want to maybe go out for coffee or something else like that sometime this week. I'm flattered, but I don't think I'm interested. Laughing my ass off. What the fuck? You don't even know who I am. One, I asked Justin, and he told me who he gave his number to, so I do know who you are, Amanda. I'm just not interested in going out. I'm not trying to offend you, just uninterested. Laughing my ass off, you aren't even worth my time. Justin said you didn't have a girlfriend anymore and that you were single, and I thought you like half decent. It was more pity than anything. Laughing my ass off. Don't fucking talk to me anymore. Laughing my ass off, you thought I'd be interested in you? You're fucking delusional. Messing up a change with me? Laughing my ass off? You're lost anyways. I'm way out of your league. Go fuck yourself, you stupid asshole. Jesus, bro. This fucking woman. Holy. I love seeing someone else's true colors and realizing how disgusting they are on the inside. Whatever. Don't fucking message me anymore. I'm done with you, stupid prick. And homie just ends that shit with, what? Bro, honest reaction? Bro.
What did he say?
I don't think he could have rejected her in more of a nice way. Personally, just saying, hey, I'm not trying to offend you. You know, I'm just not interested in you, you know? Like, should be the end of the conversation right there. So first, I mean, she didn't even ask him for his number. She went to his friend, which is just some like middle school shit. And it's just like all the insults, you know, like she gets rejected by him. And instead of like taking it on the chin, you know, moving on with her life, it was more of a pity than anything else. Like, bro, you asked him out. And he said no. It's not a pity thing. So that's a pretty prime example of what a nice girl is. So let's move on to the next one. Can I give you an honest opinion? You're trying way too hard, and it shows. There's just something off-putting about you. And I usually tell people positive things. I'm usually a pretty nice person. But right now, I don't know. I have to be an asshole to you. Something the universe is telling me. 2 laughing emojis. I think you should read your own bio. I doubt that. You're probably not as nice as you think you are. I actually am nice.
You sure about that?
And the only times I message anyone on appearance is to say something positive. But there is something about you that says I try hard to look good and change my appearance, but I'm still a shitty human inside, and it really shows. I don't know what it is, but something women will pick up on. I ain't even trying to be me, says the person that went out of their way. This is on Reddit, by the way, if you guys can tell. This is on Reddit. She went out of her way on Reddit to PM this guy and say he looks off-putting, to say that and then say, usually I am really nice, but right now I want to be an asshole. I'm gonna reach out to you and talk shit for no reason. And then she posts this conversation with another dude where she is being nice, and she says to OP, that's another brown guy. He really has a sincere and kind look to him. You can tell he is a genuinely kind guy. You, on the other hand, I'd swipe left, even if you clean up very nice. What you do, be a better person, XO. You're hilarious. You made all those assumptions about me from a soup pic where I'm smiling? Yeah, and then her bio, what he talked about at the beginning was, you always have the right to have no opinion. The fewer opinions you have, the happier you will be. In other words, everyone needs to chill the fuck out. Bro, you need to chill out. Why are you even in this dude's DMs? What did he do to you? Why did she feel the need to go out of her way just to harass him and tell him that he looks like a bad person? Like, what? Off of one photo? Some of this stuff, you know, you can tell it's a lot of personal insecurities kind of coming out. Personally, I think it's very cringe to conduct yourself that way, especially as what I would assume as an adult. But hey, you know, to each their own. If that's what you want to do with your time, then fair. But don't expect people to think that you're a nice person by doing that. My personal opinion. You know, my opinion. All right, so for this one, the title for this one is Dodged a Bullet on This One. Went on 2 dates and told her I'd text her the next morning. Started a new job that morning and forgot. Tried to own it. Apparently they went on a couple dates, so they're talking. Seems like, you know, maybe hitting it off, but we'll see. I'll text you tomorrow. Yes, sir. And same here. I'm just finishing the Grinch. Laugh out loud. And then I'm assuming 2 days later. Oof. I don't know what to say to you right now. What do you mean? Did you? Oh, I'm sorry. No excuses. I should have texted. So shows me how little our connection means to you. And that's fine. But since I'm not worth a text, then fuck me, right? I've been nonstop in a meeting at the new company and didn't prioritize texting you. That's on me. So he owns up to it. He says, you know, that's on me. I'm sorry. You know, no, like before, he says, no, I'm sorry. No excuses. I should have texted. He owned up to it. Could have been that right there. But no, it goes on, of course, because we're on the r/NiceGirls subreddit. LMAO, because you don't shower or pee and don't text during it? I just said no excuses and am taking full accountability. I think I am the wrong person to talk to for you. BC, I am honest and hold people accountable. Listen, it's fine. Thanks for the flowers and the wine and dinner. It's not worth a text a day. I know where I stand in your book, and that's okay. It shows me where you stand too. I understand you hurt by not being prioritized, and you're valid. I think we communicate our feelings differently and agree that we probably aren't a match based on that. Laugh out loud. Nah, boo-boo. I'm looking for someone who means what they say and says what they mean. Right after he had, you know, apologized, said you're valid, you know, I'm sorry, I'm taking full accountability. Personally, if my girlfriend didn't text me for a day, we live together, so I'd be a little concerned. But in their situation, you know, I could understand a day, especially when you say that you're going to text them and then you don't. It might look a little off. I don't understand personally what the big deal is, but I mean, to each their own. Everybody wants, you know, different things out of a relationship, and OP noticed that they probably aren't a match based off of how this is going down. And I'm not hurt. Please understand that I am disappointed in you and who you pretended to be. You talked mad game about protecting people, yet you can't even keep your word. And all he says for the rest of the conversation is understood. Also, communicate differently? How do people communicate? With words. And you told me you were going to text me yesterday and didn't. So it shows me you lied. It's a harsh world, harsh reality. You aren't ready for something real. He owned up to his mistake. He said he was sorry. He said he should have texted, but it seems like she just already had it in her head. That was it. It's just the nah boo-boo, bro. That shit's so cringe. Oh my god. Nah, boo-boo. Bro, shut up. What the fuck? All right, so that last one wasn't as crazy as some of the rest of these are. So let's take a look at the next one. The title from OP is, I Think I Dodged a Bullet. We met on Bumble and we're talking for 2 weeks. Went on 1 date. We had a pretty small argument on the weekend and she blew up at me, cussed me out, and blocked me everywhere. Today, she messaged me again. Pretty sure I made the right choice in saying no. Hey? I'm sorry for ghosting you. Can we talk? I just want to reset this, honestly. I was super emotional and burnt out with my dog dying, and I'm sorry. I just want a second chance. I appreciate the apology, but I don't think this would work. I really liked you, but if that's how you handle an argument, I'm not interested in seeing an actual fight over something bigger. I hope you're able to find somebody more compatible. So he lets her down easy. You know, apparently they had a pretty big fight. And, you know, they've been on a couple dates. Yeah, he just was kind of turned off by it. You know, totally reasonable. Having a fight pretty early in a relationship can kind of be a deterrent from that person. And then she claps back with, it's unfortunate that you don't understand how grief affects someone. Hopefully you gain emotional maturity. She's saying, hopefully you gain emotional maturity when he was being the mature one to cut it off early before the relationship went further. I'm sure, you know, maybe he's been in previous relationships. I don't want to assume too much, but he seems like he's got a pretty good head on his shoulders and knows what he wants. You know, he's trying to let her down easy, but yeah, she's kind of clapping back on him. I said I was sorry and was so nice to you, other than me having one bad day. It's sad that you can't see past that, but that says more about you than me. When one of your dogs dies, you'll understand. Can we please talk? I just want a second chance, please. So at first she's saying like, this is all, this shows so much about you. Can we please talk? Please? Pretty please? I just want a second chance, please. And then OP claps back with a fucking paragraph. I know that you've had a rough time since Marley passed. That doesn't make it okay for you to treat me like you did. You were nice to me, I agree, but then you weren't. And then when I tried to defend myself and clarify why you were attacking me, you dumped me and blocked me everywhere. Then even now you're insulting me while asking for a second chance. How do you think that looks? And let's say I give you that chance. Eventually, you're gonna have another bad day, or I'll say something that pisses you off. Will you block me again? Insult me? Tell me to back the fuck off? None of that was okay, and I can only imagine that's how you deal with it next time. You assume I don't understand You assume I don't understand grief, but I've dealt with my fair share. And on my worst day, I wouldn't talk to somebody I cared about the way you did on Saturday. And if I did, that apology would be minutes later, not days. I'm sorry that your dog died. That's really fucking shitty, and nothing I say is gonna help you with that pain. I just can't be the distraction that you seem to need right now. You can make whatever assumptions you want. Honestly, you barely know me. Exactly. And you barely know me. I don't understand what high horse you are on to be able to tell the future and how I might behave, but good for you. Well, I do know from the little I did get to know, you're not a perfect person, honestly, so to not give me a second chance over being emotional is laughable, but whatever. Good luck. You were so high and mighty. I completely forgot you are a perfect person. Blocking your number, you are a fucking loser.
Oh, shit.
You're just confirming everything I said. Thanks for making it easy to say no to you. Goodbye. Yeah, so she starts that shit off saying, pretty please get back with me, pretty please. I'm sorry I was so mean. And homeboy stood on business, said, no, I'm not dealing with that. She goes to, I'm blocking your number. You are a loser. I get it. She's going through grief. Losing a pet sucks. You know, I understand that. But to then take that out on the person that you're supposed to, you know, be trying to kindle a relationship with, there's not much coming back from that. Personally, if you go someone, I think you should stick with it. Well, what's the point of reaching back out to be like, hey, I'm sorry for ghosting you. Can we please have another chance, please? Just stick with it. You know, it's not worth it, because then you get rejected and then you make an ass of yourself online. All right, so this is gonna be the last one. This one's pretty short, but it's pretty funny. So OP says in the title, guess I was just a one-night stand. How could he do that to such a sweetheart? So the context for this image, she texts the wrong guy. She got a fake number from a dude, Andrew. They went on a date, and I guess he gave her a fake number. So she probably said something like, hey, you know, Andrew, I had a great time. He sends a picture of himself eating a piece of pizza. He says, I think Andrew gave you the wrong number. All right, sorry. Have a good day. Thanks, you too. Dick move, Andrew. Laugh out loud. Totally could have ended there. You know, I feel like that's a pretty normal thing. Like I've gotten fake texts before. I've sent a picture of myself being like, hey, you know, this isn't who you think it is. So I think that's where the conversation should have ended. But it keeps going. It's a shitty feeling being ignored, used, and to have a guy you hit it off with just vanish. Guess I was just a one-night stand for him. Guys are dicks. You're grossly unattractive, by the way.
Emotional damage.
Why'd she have to do him like that? He wasn't trying to like look attractive. He was just saying, hey, I'm not the dude that you think I am. Like, what? Why'd she have to fucking come for him for that? Just fucking come for the dude. Like, goddamn, why'd you... Like, what? Why? But anyway, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna try my hardest and actually try, and I mean it. I'm gonna actually try to make a video within the next year or two. So look out for that. Hopefully you guys will be seeing it. Make sure that you like the video, because it helps me out a lot. Make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell icon, because that also helps me out a lot. Maybe you'll see my next video when I am 29 years old, have a family and 3 kids. So yeah, make sure that you guys do that and help me out. Leave a comment. Tell me what I should do. Leave a comment about you know, what you guys think about the video and shit. You know, normal comment stuff. What the fuck am I saying, bro? So anyway, guys, thank you for watching video